Hi everyone, I am Prakalp. Every day in mining, thousands of micro decisions decide millions of dollars. Which block to mine, where to dump, what road to use, how to hit the plant target when something breaks at 2 a.m. Today I'll show you how artificial intelligence turns all of that into a calm, insight-driven operation, and how we use MineOpt at Nuevotech to do it in the real world. AI in mining isn't robots taking over, it's pattern spotting at machine speed. We feed it geology, fleet telemetry, plant constraints, and market signals. It tells us, hey, this block now, haul by road 2, blend with stockpile B. Two outcomes matter most to me: safer crews and stronger cash flow, faster decisions, fewer surprises, and smaller footprints come along for the ride. AI isn't magic, it's math, plus data, plus disciplined workflows. We use machine learning to pattern match across geology, equipment telemetry, and market signals. Two outcomes matter: safer people and better cash flow. The rest, faster decisions, fewer surprises, smaller footprints, flows from those two. Leaders have already proven the value. Rio Tinto's autonomous systems have cut fuel use on haul trucks by about 13% and boosted productivity with autonomous drills by roughly 10%. A reminder that smarter decisions add up at scale. And in exploration, Goldcorp's collaboration with IBM Watson at Red Lake showed how AI can highlight new drill targets alongside traditional geologists' plans. Let me start with a night shift memory. Storm hits, internal dump is shut. Old me opens Excel, chaos. Now, we open SCADOpt. We regenerate paths, flip a few toggles, and the solver reroutes waste to an external dump, nudges stockpile draw to keep the plant happy, and respects gradients we set. Result: operators get a clean, updated plan before the tea gets cold. Tons, steady, zero drama. Here's my plan for the next few minutes. I'll go from geology to cash flow in one pass, find value with PitOpt, turn shells into real designs with AutoDesign, schedule and route with SCADOpt. Stop me if I slip into jargon, I'll keep it simple. At Nuevotech, we turn those pillars into daily practice using MineOpt, our strategic planning suite with 3 modules. PitOpt for economic shells, AutoDesign for rapid pit dump designs and mining solids, and SCADOpt for schedule optimization that includes dumping and haul, road selection to maximize NPV. I always start with economics, not geometry. In PitOpt, I point to my model, block model, or MineXchalk Minescape grids, pick density, grade, yield, and set my price, wash cost, and slopes. Then I press go. PitOpt builds nested shells across price factors. Think of it as trying scenarios quickly. What if prices dip? What if they rise? I pick the shell that balances value and practicality. That's our truth source for design. Shells don't move rock, designs do. In AutoDesign, I choose pit, pick the shell, and set benches, either by elevation or by seam surfaces if it's stratified. I set slopes and berms, and I always check minimum mining width so operators aren't fighting a pencil-thin ramp. Hit generate and there's your engineered pit. Next, I partition into strips and blocks, create solids, and run reserves. Now I've got bench-wise tons and qualities. Feels like switching the lights on. Time to animate the plan. SCADOpt takes the pit dump blocks and my main haul road center lines. I connect pits to dumps, stockpiles, and plant, set period capacities and economics, then create paths. The solver decides in-pit versus external dumping, which haul road per block, and how to blend into plant and stockpiles, always targeting net present value and respecting constraints like gradient and max segment distances. Hit optimize, and I get period flows, a clean cash flow, and a 3D animation. That's the real show me moment for managers. Another quick story: stratified coal, decent wash limits. AutoDesign aligned benches to seam floors, and reserves exposed a small high ash pocket right where we planned to feed the plant. Rather than panic, we reblocked only that patch, pushed it to stockpile for a soft market period, and blended it back later when pricing improved. Same tons, better value. That's AI helping humans make the right trade. At one coal client, a storm closed an internal dump mid-shift. Historically, we'd scramble in Excel and accept lost plant hours. With the MineOpt flow, we regenerated paths and re-optimized. SCADOpt rerouted waste to an external dump and temporarily increased stockpile draw to maintain plant feed. Production held, haulage stayed within gradient constraints, and we protected NPV. On a stratified deposit, AutoDesign's bench-by-surface method aligned benches to seam floors. Reserves flagged a high ash patch early, so we created finer blocks just in that area and scheduled it to stockpile during a weak market, blending back when pricing improved. Classic AI-augmented decision support. Outside planning, AI keeps doing helpful, boring things. Predictive maintenance, watching vibration and temps to flag a truck before it strands you on a ramp. Computer vision, proximity alerts and PPE detection help keep people safe. Smart sorting, images and sensors keep low-value material out of the mill. The magic is not one big algorithm, it's hundreds of small guardrails that save your day. Where we're heading is closed-loop planning. Your geology updates daily. MineOpt rolls those changes through design and schedule. An AI agent nudges routes and blends as the site state shifts. And you stay in control. Human in the loop, always. Your job becomes telling the system what winning looks like and checking that it's actually winning. If you want steadier tons, safer crews, and fewer 2 a.m. surprises, this is how we do it at Nuevo Tech with MineOpt, PitOpt, AutoDesign, SCEDOpt, one flow from geology to cash. Send us your data or book a demo. We'll show you your top 3 levers in the first pass.